He represents Budokan Kung Fu in California, weighing in tonight at 340 pounds, Fred the Mangler Floyd. And his opponent fighting to my left out of the blue corner. He's the 1996 Dutch Muay Thai champion, weighing in tonight at 100 kilos with a record of 26 wins, 6 defeats from Amsterdam, Holland. Welcome, Dennis the Menace Crowell.
All right, this ought to be a great fight. Both of these gentlemen are big in size. They'd like to get this fight over with because certainly the longer that the fight goes on, then there is a 30-minute time limit. The advantage goes to the other guy because conditioning will play a part. But you keep in mind, Fred Floyd, who weighs in at 340 pounds, he's 6'4". Dennis Quawil, 220 pounds, 6'2". He gives up 2 inches. And Fred already puts him outside the mat. From the very start of the bell, as this match is underway, the referee trying to get Dennis back into the ring and get this fight continue. Fred goes right away, looking for the knockout as they're over against the ring. Fred looking to try to end this fight quickly, Joe.
I think what Fred's going to do is try to get Dennis on the ground. Dennis is a Muay Thai fighter. He's very tough on his feet with his elbows and his knees. I think Fred's going to throw him down and try to take it to him on the ground.
Of course, Dennis will try to hold on the rope to try to get an advantage without the referee seeing it as often as he can.
That's right. And as they are both strikers, I think they're going to take the time and really do some damage before going down.
As Joe said, the fact that Dennis Quawil will try to do his fighting standing up. He wants to strike blows to the face, to the body, to the legs, as he does with his knee to Fred Floyd. He's given up 2 inches and 120 pounds. Fred takes him to the mat. Fred mounts him, and you keep in mind, he is 340 pounds of weight on the stomach, the chest, the body of Dennis Quawil out of Holland.
Okay, right now, Ned, he doesn't quite have him in the mount. He's in the half mount. He's going to work for it, but Dennis is going to hold on tight. He knows that position. When he gets under the mount, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Fred's 450 pounds. He's a big boy.
Fred Floyd at this point has Dennis Quawil on his back, trying to get some kind of position. Fred is.
Ned, Fred just mounted on top of Dennis. It's going to be a long night at this point. He's going to have to keep his hooks in. Don't let Dennis get out. That's it.
He's already tapped out. This a very quick match here in the World Vale Tudo Championship. 1 minute, 41 seconds. The winner, Fred Floyd out of California, 32 years old, and he wins over Dennis the Menace Quawil, who gave up, as I said, 120 pounds and 2 inches in height. And we'll try to get a word here with the first winner of the fight, as Fred Floyd very excited that he got this first fight of this tournament over very quickly in less than 2 minutes. Let's go to ring announcer Charlie Anzalone for the official word.
The time of the bout was 1 minute 41 seconds. The winner who advances to the semifinals is Fred the Mangler Floyd. And let's give a big hand for Dennis Crowell from Holland.
And as we go to Howard Petzler, will be our man on the scene to give us the post-fight interviews as he tries to round up Fred the Mangler Floyd. Let's take one more look at exactly how this fight ended. Fred Floyd, the Budokan Kung Fu, the U.S. heavyweight kickboxing champion. He's been fighting for 12 years, and he gets the first win here tonight in the World Vale Tudo Championship. And again, he'll be fighting a little bit later on, as he is now side by side with Howard Petzler. Final match, if he wins that, to the finals and try to take home the belt for the World Vale Tudo Championship. So nice outing for Fred Floyd. Again, 120-pound advantage, 2 inches in height over his opponent, and he certainly came out one man who seemed focused on getting the job done quickly. Our next match tonight ought to be a good one as well. Two guys that I think you're going to see a lot of fighting from. In fact, one of these was Jean's favorite to take this World Vale Tudo Championship. This ought to be a great fight as well. I mean, when you look at the anything goes style and you look at the different styles that these guys all have, black belts and some kind of martial arts, and then some grappling techniques as well, as our next opponent comes into the ring. And this is Michael the Assassin Pachorik. He is from New York, 5'11", 220 pounds. He is 29 years old. He is a two-time All-American Wrestling champion. Wrestled in college, by the way. He is 6-0 in these type of fights. And believe me, Jean is a guy that likes this guy and his style of fighting.
Yes, I think this guy is going to charge at his adversary and not give him a chance to retaliate.
Also, our only Brazilian fighter in the tournament. However, as I said earlier, in the super fight, there will be perhaps the most famous of Brazilian fighters, and that being Marco Ruiz, who makes his return in the super fight. But then this is Denellison. Don't know much about him. He's a very quiet guy in our interviews that we had with the fighters. We do know he is 6'1", 210 pounds. He is 33 years old, so he is 4 years older than his opponent, Michael Pachorik. He owns his own business, which is in computers in Rio de Janeiro. He has only one fight in this style of anything goes. A fight, by the way, he lost. Michael Pachorik will try to make him 0-2 in his professional career in this anything goes style as Denellison enters the ring to face Michael Pachorik in the World Vale Tudo Championship. Let's get round number 2 underway with our ring announcer, Charlie Anzalone.
This will be bout number 2 of the quarterfinals of the World Vale Tudo Championships. First I have, fighting to my left, he's a practitioner of the art of pin fighting. He is the two-time All-American Wrestling Champion. He hails from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 220 pounds. Welcome, Michael the Assassin Pachorik. And his opponent fighting to my right in the red corner, he is a master of the Brazilian art of luta libre. He hails from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, weighing in tonight at 95 kilos. Welcome, Denellison Maia.
Quickly, Joe, the difference in the styles, the luta libre versus the pit fighting.
Well, the luta libre, as you see, it has been going on many years in Brazil. The pit fighter, Mike, has done a lot of college wrestling. He's got some good experience, and he's just an overall tough guy.
He will certainly take it to Denellison very quickly, and I think that that's why you liked him so much in our opening remarks. This is the guy you picked to take this tournament.
That's right, because I feel that any martial artist who doesn't get the time to make anything can't win.
As already Michael Pachorik has him in some kind of hold, and both fighters trying to look for the advantage. Denellison trying to get his opponent to the mat. He takes him to the ring ropes, continuing to try to find some kind of hold, some kind of advantage to where he can put him to the mat to where he can work his luta libre, which works better, I think, Joe, you'd have to agree, while he's on the mat, not standing up.
That's right. The luta libre will start off, and they'll do some striking to soften up the opponent. And at that point, when they weaken, he's going to try to take him down. Michael's holding on very tight right here, but he just caught a light knee from his opponent.
Denellison, 6'1", 210 pounds. He's 33 years old, from Rio de Janeiro. Michael Pachorik from New York. He's 29, 5'11", 220 pounds. And I think right now both fighters continue to try to find some advantage, try to size the other guy up. And what do you see happening right now, John?
What I see is that they're staying close together. That way you can feel the body of the other one moving, so they have information of what's happening.
Denellison continues to put Michael against the turnbuckle there at one side and continue to find some kind of advantage to whether it be with the knee kicks to soften his opponent up or whatever. However, I think Michael's just trying to find that right edge, trying to find that right moment to sink some kind of hold and take his opponent to the mat because, quite frankly, he's given up about 3 inches in height right now.
That's right. And right now they're just doing a stalemate. Like John said earlier, they're just feeling each other out, one trying to make the wrong move. But like I said before here, these guys are here to fight, so they can't be playing on the ropes too long.
Michael Pachorek, a man who knows quite a bit about these anything goes fighting. He's 6-0 and just likes to punch. He said he's not in it for the money. He says he's here because of the violence. And that's the kind of thing that Jean liked in our pre-fight interviews. He liked to hear Michael talk about the violence of this sport.
That's right. He really he likes to going at it.
Now a little slugfest as both fighters, Danielson, Michael, both with some fists to the body, to the head. Again, Danielson trying to get for the leg, but Mike's not going to let him have it as he goes up against the ring ropes. Again, if you hold on to it for more than 10 seconds, that is an advantage. And the referee will, the first time, say you must let go. The second time, it will be a warning. The third time, it will be a disqualification. And that's one thing that you don't want in this kind of fighting. As Danielson now has him in some kind of ride, and Michael trying to find some way to get away from the hold that Danielson has him in right now.
Well, right now, Michael gave him the back. That's like the #1 mistake to fight any Brazilian. You can't give him your back, and that's what he gave him right now. He's got to get out of there if he wants to survive this match.
Danielson with the elbows to the back of Michael's head, also with some fists to the face from underneath the arm. And right now, how do you see the fact that right now he could use the, without the referee making any kind of move right now, Danielson trying to go for some kind of move right now.
That's right. It's pretty hard for a referee to see everything since this is a ring.
Danielson continues to wail away as the fighters now go outside the ring. They're on the apron of this mat. The referee talking to both fighters at this point, and he's going to bring them back into the ring. And I think that's an advantage for Michael Pachorek because at that point, the way that Danielson was riding him, he was not in a favorable position.
Well, Ned, he used up his first liability. He escaped. He got out of there. He's only got 2 more left. He does that again, he's going to be disqualified. So he has to watch out. I think he's a little worried about the Brazilian here.
Now Michael doing some action with the fist as he throws Danielson to the mat. He is struck with some fist to the face. Now Michael continues to wail away with the fist to the face of Danielson, now looking to have the advantage, whereas before he was at the disadvantage.
Exactly. And one thing that the fighters really have to take care of is their bodies, because they have many fights to do tonight. So they can, by hitting, they can damage themselves. So they have to be careful with that.
Already this match has gone into 4 minutes and a half. And as you said, the winner of this fight must fight later on in the